But I've tried to film this intro like 10 times, and every time I start filming, my cat knocks something over. So. Hey everyone, I hope you're all doing well and welcome to my channel. This look is a cool tone neutral eye with a bright duochrome shadow in the inner corner for some fun and color. The eyeliner, for me at least, is pretty thick, but I also have very hooded eyes, so you can change the eyeliner to fit your eye shape and your preferences better. This is also a pretty dark, bold lip, which I think looks really great with the orange on the inner corner, but I've also included a lip option that's more neutral if you want something more understated or you just want to limit the color to one section of your face. So I hope you like this look, and if you like this video, please give me a thumbs up, leave me a comment, subscribe, and share with friends because it really helps me out. My channel's just a baby and it's having a little trouble growing. So I really hope you like the video, and thank you for watching. I'll see you next time. I'm starting this look with my base and brows already done, and I'll link all the products I used in the description box. For most of the eyeshadows in this look, I'll be using the Meet Matte Nude palette from the Balm, and first I'm taking Matte Lombardy, sweeping it through my crease, in my outer corner, and under my eye as a very light transition shade. Next I'm taking a mid-tone gray shade and using a smaller brush to apply it in a more concentrated area so I don't end up with gray eyeshadow all the way up to my brow bone because I don't want to look like a Tim Burton character. Maybe? Once I'd built up the shade enough, I went back in with that first really fluffy brush and blended out all of the edges. I wanted the look to be a little deeper, so I used the shade Matte Wood, which is a deep gray, brown, which is it? I don't know. And to build it up where I really wanted it in the very outer corner, I actually used my finger because your fingers are great tools, don't sleep on them. But then I used a brush to blend it forward so that it didn't look harsh or chunky and so that it faded nicely into the rest of the eyeshadows. After that, I went back in with that first shade I used, the really yellowy one, and patted it all over my eyelid where there wasn't any other eyeshadow using my finger. This helps clean up the look, and it also helped make it look more cohesive because it was the transition shade I used. For a brow bone highlight, I used the matte white shade in the palette. If you have darker skin than me, obviously you don't have to use something this light, but I'm a walking highlighter pen, and this is the only thing light enough to work for me. I wanted the eyeshadow that I was putting in the inner corner to be really bright and colorful, so I put down a white eyeliner in that area first. This helps give it something to stick to, and since the base is white, it'll really help it pop and look very vibrant. And finally, the fun part, that really bright eyeshadow is from a Korean brand called Etude House. It's their Look at My Eyes eyeshadow in the shade OR211 자유로운 연애중. And it's so pretty. It's like a bright peachy orange with a magenta shift because I love anything duochrome. And I'm just packing that on with a short, dense brush in the area where I applied that white eyeliner and building it up till I'm happy. And that is the eyeshadow done. To line my eyes, I'm using the Cosmetics Illustrative eyeliner, which is one of my favorite liquid eyeliners. It's very easy to control because the brush tip is fine, the formula is pigmented, and it doesn't smudge or flake throughout the day. Mine's a little old, so it's hard for me to get a smooth line with it. But when it's new, it's great. You can adjust the size and shape of your eyeliner to your preferences, or if you don't want it, you can skip it entirely. After that, I went in with a black eyeliner from ColourPop and tightlined my eyes, and then I curled my lashes to prep them for mascara and falsies. Since I was wearing false lashes with this look, I wasn't overly focused on making my lashes look perfect with just mascara. I just wanted to make sure that they were dark enough to blend in and that they had some curl to them and would hold up the false lashes. But this look doesn't require false lashes. If you don't want to wear them, then by all means skip them. The mascara I am using is my favorite, the LashBlast Volume Waterproof in Very Black, which is fantastic for stubborn lashes and watery eyes. And look at that, false lashes, and you didn't have to sit through the 10 minutes it took me to apply them. Don't you just love editing? On to the face, I used the Naked Flush palette in the shade Streak. Made sure to close it on my finger before doing anything further, because this is me we're talking about. This is a very pretty palette, but it's also the only one of the Flush palettes that works for fair skin. So, there's that. I took the bronzer from the palette and used it to add some warmth and subtle definition to my face. I find I'm very easily washed out by cool toned looks like this because I have warm undertones, so the bronzer helps add some life and warmth back into the complexion. For more definition, I took the NYX Single Shadow in S.O.S to contour my nose, cheeks, under my lip, and my jawline. Edgar, what are you doing? Huh? Are you stepping on my computer? Back to makeup. When I contoured my nose and under my lip with that eyeshadow, I used a small fluffy brush to do that so I didn't end up with contour powder all over my face, which can end up just kind of looking like dirt. I didn't want my cheeks to compete with my eyes, but I did want a little bit of color, so I mixed together the highlighter, bronzer, and blush from that Urban Decay palette and brushed that on my cheeks, which added subtle glow and subtle color. To highlight my face, I used an eyeshadow from M Princess in the shade Biscuit, which you can't see because my cat knocked it over and it exploded and now lives in a different container. But it's just an off-white shimmery shade, and I used a small fluffy brush to apply that to my cheeks, nose, my lip, and a little bit over my brows. For the more neutral lip option, I used the NYX Liquid Suede lipstick in the shade Sandstorm. This is a pretty deep nude on my complexion, but it's something that could work for a lot of different skin tones. It's a pretty cool tone brown, so it marries nicely with the cool tones on the eyes and doesn't compete too much because it is still a neutral. But the lip color I chose for this look is the Maybelline Vivid Matte Liquid in the shade Wicked Berry, which is a really beautiful deep indigo shade. Now, yes, these are vivid, but they are not matte, and they do have a tendency to smudge and bleed, and they also have an overpowering old lady floral scent, so if you have a sensitive nose, I'd give these a skip. Thank you so much for watching. If you'd like to see more, remember to hit the subscribe button and follow me on Instagram at Sarcasm and Lipstick. I'll see you guys in the next video.